What's up guys, this is the official Brit here and welcome to my PSG Battlefy tournament recap video. Now, if you saw the first video I released, I showed the format of the tournament, what I was expecting and also the team I was going to use. Now, since my monthly rewards came out between then and the tournament, I changed my starting lineup for the games just a little bit. The rewards weren't good enough to upload by themselves, but I did manage to pack Team of the Season Talvin as a FUT Champs reward, and his stats were ridiculous. So I put him up front and I took out Dybala, put in Talvin, took out Marquisio, put in Tolisso, and took out Alexandra and put in Team of the Season Benjamin Mendy. So the team was looking pretty good, but this is going to be my main point for this video. I just want to say this right now. I haven't planned what I'm going to say. This is all sort of off the cuff. I've just cut down this footage from all the games I played, and I just wanted to talk over it and have a conversation with you guys, even though it's going to be a one-sided conversation because you guys can't talk back. But that's what the comment section is for, so if you have anything to say, please comment it below and I will reply. I will do whatever you want, basically. But basically, as you can see, this guy had a great team, and he ends up subbing out that defensive mid, the weak-looking Spanish one, and he subs on Ronaldo and changes his formation. So, this is the point I wanted to make. This is basically what I learnt. Even if I didn't realise it beforehand, I knew it for certain after this tournament. The team you have matters, and the better your team, the more likely you are to win. Now, I know that sounds like an excuse, and I really don't want it to be. And maybe subconsciously it is a little bit of an excuse, but that's not what I meant. That's not what I'm meaning it to be. This is my point. If you are perfectly matched, if you are perfect equals with your FIFA opponent and he has the better team, most likely he will win. And I mean, look, I'm not saying this guy won because of his team. As you can clearly see from that first goal, I was completely outclassed. I knew from a very early stage this guy was a very, very, very good player. And I realised that when I checked where he was ranked at the end of the game. Because trust me, it's high. I mean, Team of the Season Neuer should have saved that. One of the best goalkeepers in the game on paper. And the fact that that got through his hands is kind of ridiculous. But this is what I'm trying to say. If you look at the professional players, if you look at the teams they use, they have the Team of the Year Ronaldos. They've got the Hullets. They have the Pelés. And they have those players from a very, very, very early stage. Yes, are they good players without those kind of teams? Of course they are. They're professional players. If you look at someone like #Harry, he plays for #United. He is a very good player and he does a lot of challenges. He got FUT Champs Top 100 with a bronze team. He won Division 1 with a team of goalkeepers and the worst team in FIFA. He is good at playing with shitty teams and he's still a good player. But this is the thing. This is what I've learnt. Having those ridiculous teams can only help you. It cannot hinder you, especially if you practice with those players on a consistent basis. And that's what I've gathered. Is my team good on paper? Yeah, it's pretty good. But is it ridiculous? Is it as good as those crazy super teams? No, it's not. And this is the thing. In this tournament, things were different, because in FUT Champs, I usually place Gold 2 or Gold 1, and I come up against crazy teams, but they're not good players. They're probably 13-year-old kids who've abused their parents' credit card, and I can beat those players. Even if they have better teams, they're shitty players. But in this tournament, it was one of the first times where I encountered a concentrated number of players who were better players than me and had better teams. And when you have, when you come up against a better player and a better team, you're screwed. And one or both of those things has to improve. You either have to become a better player or you've got to get yourself a better team. And one of those is obviously a little bit easier than the other. You can just throw money into the game and you'll probably end up with a better team. But becoming a better player is something that's a lot harder. And I'm going to use this footage to start a new series, which is going to be very sort of analysis based. I'm going to analyze my own gameplay. I'm going to analyze the pro footage. And I'm going to make can't even talk, sorry about that. I'm going to make an analysis series and basically see what I can do to improve. The videos might be boring, but you know what? I'm doing it for my own good, and I thought you guys might be interested. If you look at where this guy came, he was 82nd in the region. So in the entirety of the Americas, he was 82nd, and that's who I played against. So yeah, that's that. I lost that game. I scored 1 goal, and that did end up being the 1 goal I would score throughout this entire tournament. That was my Saturday game. This is the Sunday game, and as you can see, it's another ridiculous team. Is my team good? Yes. Does it look like that? No. And that's the difference. Don't get me wrong. Same as the Saturday game, this Sunday game, this guy was a superior player. He actually went on to qualify for round 2. I will show you that later on. But, so I suppose it sort of makes it a little bit better that I didn't just lose to someone who got knocked out straight away after that. I actually lost to the guy who ended up winning this day's worth of qualifications. So I guess that's kind of consolation. But at the end of the day, no, not really. He shut me out. And I held on for 30 minutes of game time. And again, my goalkeeper should have saved that. But what can you do? It's the same for both sides. And this is what I always say. If you concede a shitty rebound goal, don't blame the game. Blame yourself because you let that chance be created in the first place, and if you created chances like that, you would get that rebound too. And that's what I keep telling myself. It's really hard to keep telling yourself that because your instinct is to blame the game, it's to blame the team, it's to blame anyone but yourself. But playing in this tournament and getting absolutely smashed by these players basically it forced me to realize that I have to own up for my shortcomings. And this was a real wake-up call. Because there will always be players who are better than you. I was doing really well in my last FUT Champs weekend, the weekend before this tournament. My last 10 games, I went 8-2, which is on form for 32 wins if you keep that form up for all 40 games, which is elite, which is ridiculous form. And I just felt like I went into this tournament on a high, and then all of this happened and I got absolutely smashed. This guy ended up beating me 5-0. So that's the thing. Sometimes you need something like this that brings you down a peg, because I felt very confident going into this tournament and then I absolutely got my arse handed to me. But you know what? It's a good thing, because if I'd won maybe 2 or 3 games, I'd have been like, oh, I'm sort of good enough, I don't have to improve. But I got humiliated. I didn't win. I scored 1 goal in 2 games, and I still had the balls to upload all of that footage and show you guys. And I will be going into these games in more depth when I start that analysis series, so you will see exactly how I sucked. But this is the thing, so will I. And if you see how I suck now, then I can fix that and create better FIFA content by being a better player. And that is ultimately that is ultimately my goal, is to become a better FIFA player, provide better content, get better rewards, and just move this channel up in the world of FIFA YouTubers. It's a very niche community that has a lot of sort of leaders in it, and I want to break out, and I want to play FIFA. I want to play other games. Don't get me wrong, I will be playing other games, because that's what gives me joy. But FIFA is something that I love from the bottom of my heart. I've been playing since FIFA 10. I played FIFA 09 on the Wii. If you take a look here, you can see the guy I played, Barca fan. He qualified, as you can see from the bracket. The top 4 went through. I'll be rooting for this guy next week when the group stages are on. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. This has been a little bit of a rant. I'm not really sure what this video is. I mean, obviously it's a tournament recap. And I'm sure you guys can tell I have not rehearsed this because I'm stumbling over my words. I've probably repeated myself a lot of times. And, I mean, hopefully the audio quality sounds good because I'm using a mic for the first time, thank God. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Again, if you have anything to say, leave it in the comment section below. I didn't mention this at the time, but I'm sure you guys noticed for my second game, I used a different team. I brought in Squad Building Challenge Totti. I did that Squad Builder Challenge yesterday. I uploaded that video. I will do a review on the player using a different team. I will build that team and do that review in the next couple of days. I will get that out to you. And I will just keep providing FIFA content until FIFA 18 drops. Really looking forward to that because I've got a few ideas for series. I've got a lot of stuff planned, and it's going to be a great time. But anyway, thanks for supporting me. Thanks for watching this video. This is The Official Brit, and goodbye.